surveyed some of the women in the program because I really wanted to know, ladies, what is it about this kind of relationship that appeals to you? Why do you want this?
Uh-huh.
And I asked them two questions. I said, when you first found out about it, what was it that interested you? And they most of them said it was the one-sided open part of it, that they were like, that sounds pretty good. And I think if you ask a lot of women, they're like, yeah, that sounds amazing. You have like this loving, devoted partner and you get to have all this other fun and you both
Yeah.
love it that way. That sounds amazing. Sure, sign me up. But then afterwards, I said, now after you've learned about it and after maybe you've actually, had this kind of relationship, what is it that appeals to you most now? And they said that it was still the one-sided open part, but they also said they didn't realize, but they realize now that this is really female focused, that this really is about putting her on a bit of a pedestal.
Uh-huh.
And the other thing that they realize now that they didn't know then was that that this kind of relationship does bring that next level kind of love, trust, and communication and bonding. And so I think that when it comes to, for me anyway, educating women about what this is all about and the benefits for women and couples, we need to echo those couple of things that people don't realize in the beginning is a big benefit.
Wow. Is like when a couple practices cuckolding, let's say here and there, like let's say they try it like once a year, would that still be called like a cuckolding relationship? Or is there a specific dynamic to couples that practice it regularly and that is a cuckolding relationship?
Yeah, it's kind of tricky. I mean, for some couples, this is just like a little bit of spice that they add it to their bedroom
Yeah.
life, and it's just one of a bag of spicy kinks or whatever that they are introducing into their relationship. It's not really like their relationship revolves around that, or that they're that it's the focus of it. But then
Uh-huh.
there are couples that this is their sex life. This is the biggest component of their sex
Yeah.
life.
And like plays a big role
Yeah,
in that dynamic of their relationship outside of sex, right?
absolutely, because this is what's fulfilling for them, and I think that's where how it depends on whether or not this is something that revolves around them or not is, do you require this to feel fulfilled in your relationship? For me, that is like a giant yes. But for
Yeah.
some other people, it could be like, yeah, I could go with it or not. I mean, it's whatever, it's fun. The way I really enjoy cuckolding, and like everybody has their own kind of way of doing it, but for me, I it's not so much about him watching me. Um, in fact, I prefer like maybe not.
Oh, okay.
I really like I like the mental game, like I said, when it comes to cuckolding. I like the kind of tease. And
Yeah.
this is very much an intellectual kind of kink. And
Mm.
I really like it when he can listen in. That's so fun because he's got to kind of imagine what's going on. He can listen, he can hear a bit, and you can say things to
Oh.
him. And I just really enjoy that part of it. Or there's like FaceTiming for a quick little bit.
Ooh.
Uh, or he's nearby, he can hear something going on, but doesn't know exactly what's happening. Or he hears about it when I get home. That is the best.
Oh, I see.
I
There's many different
love that.
options.
Yes, there's so many different options. There's so
Now,
many.
do you know people who also do the flip version where the woman is the cuck?
Not really. I've it's definitely not, doesn't seem as common. It is a
Right.
thing. There are women out there who do really enjoy that. But
I
over
know
the
a couple, they
years,
just don't wanna be interviewed.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
know a
yeah.
couple of them that I'm like, "Do you wanna come on my podcast?" They're like, "No."
Yeah, they're hard to not what's I say? They're easier to find now because of things like the Moan app and things like that where
Yeah.
you people can connect. But for the first, I don't know, 5, 6 years that I was doing this, I hadn't come across anyone. So,
Yeah.
it's only recently.
Mm. Okay, well, I have a couple more questions.
Sure.
Another question is, you must have had like really amazing, liberating sexual experiences. So, can you tell me about your most liberating, fun sex experience as a cuckoldress?
Yes. Okay, let me think.
Yeah, feel free. I'm sure you've had like a really amazing sex. So, like, what would be one of the ones that you want to share?
Well, okay, so before I got into this cuckolding thing, I was very much a unicorn in the swingers lifestyle, and I basically
Oh, can you clarify to my listeners what that is?
yeah, so unicorn is like the solo woman who is the third in a threesome usually. So very sought after. That's probably that's
Which you
probably
loved?
yeah, that's probably why I really took to cuckolding because I liked to go and be that center of attention, and I like to go and make the decisions of where I wanted to go and who I wanted to be with and all
Uh-huh.
that sort of stuff. But okay, so yeah, in that arena, woo, I had some experiences. I